Are you guys going to be able to get your damage fixed in time for the race, or?
I think so. I think the guys back at the garage are doing a great job. Steve, Bill, Larry, John, Steve Jr.
Classic
Peanut,
names.
Turbo,
Yep.
Goose,
Ham.
Duck, Boy, Turbo
All
Jr.
good names.
Yeah, all those people. They're great. I actually forgot to turn the light on in my room. My stream is quite
Rosy
dark.
cheeks. All right.
Known as the track Too Tough to Tame, Parker Kligerman, you've turned some laps here before. Why don't you tell the fans at home what it's like to make a lap around the Lady in Black?
Well, David, that's the thing. It's it's about finding the way around here, right? It's about going left once into turn 1, going left twice into turn 2, getting it straight down the backstretch, and then going left for a long period of time through 3 and 4, but not hitting the wall. Do all those things, you should run a pretty good lap. We're not counting on Connor Daly to really find any of those sorts of lefts, so we'll be looking at him at the back of the field to be hitting that wall pretty early.
There you have it, folks. Any pre-race predictions for who's going to be bringing home the virtual checkered flag tonight?
Well, I really like that hot tub time machine there with Ryan Truex. I think that 20 car there in the back, David Schildhouse, he looks like he's just, letting the field get a little bit of head start, not trying to embarrass everyone here. But, Kaz Grau has wanted to really make a name for himself, prove he is not Anthony Alfredo. So we're going to really look for him to show up there and put some speed on the front of this field, find a way to lock out the top and come home with the victory in 90 laps.
All right, let's roll the pace car here any second now.
Yeah,
Should we run through the starting field, I believe?
Let's do it, Parker. Why don't you lead us off on the front row there?
So on the pole, Denny Hamilton. Denny Hamlin. That's right. That's the name.
Hamlin.
James Hamlin. Sorry, yeah, just got all confused there. Kaz Grau, Ryan Truex Jr. Garrett Smithley brings up fourth here. Not switching.
Driving the Johnny Davis machine. Is that a Johnny Davis SS Racing partnership there, Garrett Smithley?
That's affirmative.
Okay.
That was a big off-season move. Big off-season merger I heard about. Right there. That hit the airwaves.
How many stops do you think we're going to do tonight?
Moving on to the fifth place, it's going to be Joshua Bilicki. You know him, you love him. Number 99 in the program, number 1 in your heart. Here tonight's from the 5th position. Landon Cassill in 6th. Brett Moffitt, the Truck Series champion, in 7th. Some guy who I've never heard of in 8th. Will Rogers scored in the 9th starting spot for right now. Connor Daly bringing up the rears of the caboose. Expect big moves at number 9. I think he knows what he's doing best out of the entire field.
Great point, David. Great point.
All right, pace car is in.
Pace car's in. We're coming to the green here, guys. Viewers, you've seen NASCAR, you've seen racing, but you've never seen NASCAR racing just like this. Green flag in the air.
Yeah, they say the NASCAR Xfinity Series, names are made here. You may never have heard any of these guys racing here tonight, but by the time we're done, you just might.
And you probably heard the guy in first, of course. Denny Hamlin. Gosh, gotta get that. Connor Daly bring up the rear, but Denny with a nice lead here, holding off Kaz Grau into turn 3. Garrett Smithley hot on his heels.
I feel good.
Hot. So hot. Somebody should put him out. He might be on fire. Watch out for that as they go single file through 1 and 2. Really the only way to race here at Darlington. Really hard to make passes, especially when you got a setup that sort of just stops turning halfway through the corner.
Good point. We've got the hot tub time machine right there on the back of Garrett Smithley. Actually, fun fact, Ryan Truex is racing from a hot tub. We're hoping to avoid electrocution at some point there. That's somehow amazing he's pulled that off, but there he is running in a hot tub. On board right now, you can't see the water sloshing around, but you have to assume it's there, all blue on the inside. That's sort of to mimic the water.
You know, Parker, I spoke to his crew chief before the race, and he told me that they had to program the temperature buttons on the hot tub in order to adjust his steering ratio in the car. So he's completely working off of the controls, the digital controls on that marquee hot tub of his.
I've heard he's using the air filters there in the air, whatever you call those things, the jets to push him off the wall here at Darlington. That could be a competitive advantage and maybe illegal. Not sure how he passed tech with that one.
You know, I got to question the use of electronics and water together. I'm told that's actually a dangerous combination, particularly inside of a race car. I'm not too sure about that. Did that pass technical inspection?
Well, we're not sure. What's the official say here, Josh?
Well, I was reviewing the car, and it seemed to be okay, but he slipped me a 20, so am I really to question it?
Wow. Bribery here in the rained out 200. Wow.
Well, and I'll also remind you, we didn't have really the time or resources to write a rule book for this event. So we're really relying heavily on the honor system.
And we're seeing that from you running right now in 6th at the moment. You obviously didn't do any tweaking to that car, Landon.
Yeah, I'm really kind of struggling here with all kinds of speed. My car's really tight. Unfortunately, I know that it's the same car that everybody else is driving, so I'm just slower than everybody.
Denny
I feel
Hamlin.
great.
Oh, all right. You heard it here. Connor Daly, 4.9 seconds.
I'm
off.
excited about tonight. I feel
From the
good.
gulag.
You got a dub in the war zone earlier.
I think you could be proud because you will get a top 10 out tonight.
Look, I'm just saving tires, guys. I'm just here looking after the tires. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, we got
okay.
drama down the backstretch.
We've got problems. Problems on the
They looked-
racetrack.
It looked like they went 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 12 wide as one car up into the fence. Can't quite tell who that is, but it's going to be problems for that individual as they're going to lose a whole bunch of spots. A Darlington stripe, if you will.
That was Brett Moffitt in the wall. Now getting passed by Truex Jr. Oh, they're trying to door each other down the front stretch. Tempers are flaring at lap 8 here at Darlington right now. Kaz Gralla into the wall.
Kaz Gralla originally into the wall off of 2.
It's getting crazy around here.
I think I figured it out.
Well, you might have a chance at Kaz. He's dropping far back. Might have a little bit of an issue. Some damage on that 21 car. Oh, the Blue Emu machine. Into the wall. Okay. Exactly where the Blue Emu sign was in real life, but it's not there in the game. Landon's trying to imprint it on the wall. Great sponsor activation, man.
That was
Guys, I feel really bad. I just wrecked Kaz
caution.
Gralla. I just wrecked Kaz. I feel bad about it.
Oh, man. Tempers.
Will Rogers vomited on me.
Flying around. Connor Daly up to 8th. What a remarkable comeback drive to the field over the adversity of no practice and winning an award before this. Thank you for your service.
Look, it's not for everyone, but it is Tuesday, so I decided that it was appropriate. Is it Tuesday?
What an American
Tuesday.
It is in most parts of the country. Yes, it is Tuesday.
Got it. 10-4.
Captain America himself.
Is there any downshifting here or no?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
If you're going slow enough, yes.
I mean, you can try. Let us know. Let's point out the fact Connor Daly no longer in last.
Look, I'm fighting off Kaz here. He's probably very upset with me. I would be upset with me.
No, he's more upset at me because I turned him.
Well, I'm in the wall.
Oh, we're on the fence. Oh, bro.
Oh, dear. I was just going to say you had a clean car going here. Way to not make me look bad. Thank you.
Look, I think these cars can take a pretty serious beating from what I've seen on the internet.
The internet
is there a
is the source
scheduled
of truth.
competition yellow?
I think whenever we feel like it.
Yeah, that's going to be a big 10-4 from the fans as well.
Fans are requesting this yellow as well at some point here in the rained out 200. That's 200 kilometers. 90
Is it
laps.
possible to take a fan vote on when the competition yellow should be?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe
Just
give them a couple options.
Yeah, let me go ahead as race control. I will make the authority of running a poll in chat and figure out when we want this competition caution.
David, you are more skilled than I. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I do feel like
I appreciate the vote of confidence. I'm not too sure about that.
Well, your car looks cool, and that's 90% of the battle.
Amen. Thank you.
the two drivers in front of me are running side by side. It makes me really nervous.
All right.
We need to get to the lead here, Liam. We got to get up front a little bit. Here we are. There we go. We got. Oh, whoa. Landon making a move on Brett Moffitt here, following the space station machine of Will Rogers. About to blast off to the lead, hopefully. Oh, nope. He just blasted into the wall. I take that back.
How many quick repairs do we get?
One.
Nice.
This is serious stuff here. Back in the day, they used to put 2x4s in the side of these race cars around Darlington. Nowadays, we just put Xfinity Internet connection.
Oh, so fast.
Field's getting a little spread out at the moment, guys. We're going to need you guys to pick it up and get racing a little more.
You know, with 15 laps on our tires, we're starting to see some comers and goers, as they say on the normal broadcasts.
Good point. That's a good point. Who would you say is coming at the moment?
This guy got mad at me for saying orifice. Goodness gracious.
Goodness. Hey, Garrett, can you give us a trends of the race here, Mr. Garrett McReynolds Smithley?
I can't. What else? I stop laughing.
We're at lap 16. I'll take over here. All right, so predominantly in the rained out 200. If I look back at the 0 events that have been run before this, there was absolutely no trend. So we're hoping that there'll be a caution somewhere between 0 and 90. That helps you guys out a little bit.
My car is freeing up on the straights. Is that a bad thing?
That might be an issue.
Okay.
Nah,
I've got a handling problem down the straights. That's normally the motor.
Competition caution at halfway is a fair.
Just
we
before
already
I
have
get lapped.
We already have a competition caution vote going in chat.
Breaking news: the leader just disappeared.
What?
The leader disappeared.
The leader, he is ejected from the server.
Oh,
obviously he's not running on
aliens. Put that on me.
Well, he's not running on Xfinity Internet. That's pretty obvious at this point.
Yeah, that's a clear point.
That's a demerit for the leader. That's the way to give away a race. When you go virtual racing, you got to make sure you've got the internet connection.
Wait, somebody said Landon disappeared.
Oh,
Landon?
no.
Oh, no.
Landon is gone. Landon has left.
Oh, no.
Right here.
He's still here.
They're dropping like flies here at Darlington, ladies and gentlemen. The aliens have come into town, down here to South Carolina, and they are plucking off these drivers one by one. You talked about the comers and goers. These are the goers. The aliens are taking them.
I'm going to have to... Do you think it's fair for us to throw a caution for lack of drivers disappearing to the void?
We've got... This is falling off the rails.
Put it out.
Who's leading it? Put out a quick caution for us here.
Love this. I'm going to pit.
Caution. We need a race control caution, internet connection caution.
Hey, let's be smart about that.
Yeah, this caution is brought to you by Perfect Internet, as we're able to throw it. Major problems for Denny.
Okay, so
I am falling out of my seat.
it finally says that I had to close. It's finally closing the channel.
I streamed it up. Don't worry. I have not caught the field yet, so I'm just gonna say that.
That is mighty impressive that you were that far back.
Oh, is everyone pitting? Oh, hang on, I want to pit. Oh. Well. Looks like I'm not pitting.
You'll get him next time.
He's never been to pit road.
Well, we got the lead, though. I'll tell you what, looks good leading laps for the TV broadcast here.
Oh, that's beautiful for that all-black car.
Look.
All right.
Advocate race reporter.
Somebody sponsor him.
Someone key me up to the broadcast. I'm ready to talk.
Hey, Connor, we noticed you got a little right side damage there. We've seen you take the lead. Staying out your bold move. What are you hoping to do with this strategy?
Well, look, if there's one thing I've learned about internet motorsports, you never know what can happen. And I feel pretty good about the guys back in the pit box. I feel like I'm going to potentially pit after everyone else pits and continue to maintain position. I don't think it'll work out, but we're going to give it a shot.
Trying to get that one lap of fresher caution tires than everyone else.
Excuse me, Booth, where is pit lane?
If you were to go off into turn 3, this is incredible.
Can you go to my
Normally drivers do
camera
that.
right now and just see where Can you
keep
guide me
going.
there?
Go
Can you be
lower,
my
go lower.
Siri?
Keep going lower, Connor.
down
go
here?
lower.
Okay,
go
got it.
lower. Just
Okay,
keep
got it.
going.
Yep.
Yeah. There you
Just
go.
turn
What
left.
gear? How
lots
fast
of
do I
left.
go? Okay.
45.
I'm lost. Oh, here we go. All right. I found it.
Connor Daly getting some good sponsor time for his sponsor, the Bleak and Infinite Void.
Yeah, you guys thought it was by accident. He's actually a very savvy driver, works the media side well. That's why sponsors love him.
Yeah,
That
well,
being
when you
said,
get a
if you're looking to
text,
sponsor a driver, Connor Daly's your guy.
when you get a text at 11:14 p.m. from Parker Kligerman saying you up, I don't know how to respond other than yes.
I was like, what's the
Alright.
weirdest text I can send here?
He's asked me if I am
Hey,
up.
Denny, do you need any wave arounds?
Oh yeah, this feels right. Did I fuel? Did I use a fast repair? I don't even know what
All
F
right,
key to use.
Yeah, let's
Wonder if
clear blacks
Denny's-
and do wave rounds and all that stuff.
Wonder if Denny's daughter struck again with the old remote
Okay.
trick. This time in the lead of the rained out 200.
I think we just need to keep passing the field, Denny, and just have him clear our blacks.
That seems right.
Yeah, just do that. That makes it easy for me. I won't screw up anything.
Oh yeah, get those laps back.
Really weird that the two of us both lost our network at the same time.
Well, I think that
Just
means
the
we need
two
to
of
have
us.
you two swap to Xfinity Internet.
I have other bad news for you as well. I lost my reset.
Oh,
Yikes.
that's some big implications for Landon.
Huge implications. Gonna have to overcome massive adversity here.
All right, there we go.
All the adversity being thrown upon Landon.
I can
in the Blue
report
machine.
Hasgrala has used his quick repair, the number 21 Fury Chevy Camaro, back to 100% health.
Same.
That's impressive. Early use of the resets here.
Yeah, I had to get the right side cleaned up a little bit.
Let's give her the old spit shine.
Oh yeah, tape.
Buffer up. She'll
What's the
fly.
restart gear here? What are we thinking?
Go with second.
Okay,
Can't
all
go
right.
wrong with second. Yeah, we need a gulag system in the instead of
Oh,
fast
man.
repair.
The gulag treated us right tonight.
Oh, impressive.
Yeah, that was actually really hilarious how that works out.
Looks like Landon's gonna take the short track around.
Darlington short track.
Denny's doing the pit lane.
We got Denny back. That's impressive. Had the early lead, was driving away from the field, going to have to come back from a couple laps down here.
Talk about the storyline that's evolved here now. We got two very fast drivers trying to get back on the lead lap, coming from the back of this field, particularly early race leader Denny Dennis Hamlin III. He's going to have to be patient, though. He's got a lot of cars in
You want
front
to
of
clear
him.
Denny's black?
Parker, how do you
Yeah,
see him
I was getting
approaching this?
pissed.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, it's going to really come down to just passing cars, right? That's the deal here. When you get in the race car and you're not in first, you've got to find a way to simply get yourself to first, because doing that could give you the win. I know it sounds crazy, it sounds weird, it sounds unorthodox, but passing, getting ahead of other cars allows you to get the lead.
Gotta delay it,
So-
Josh, again.
I think that's what we're going to see out of Denny Hamlin here, trying to James Hamilton Dennis III.
That's
Is
just science.
definitely going to have to find his way.
How many
Yeah,
laps down am
that's-
I?
It
You're
might
just
take
one more lap
analytics.
down.
Teams
more.
spend.
Yeah, one more.
Well, I'd just like to get into, one thing I think the viewers find interesting. Teams spend millions of dollars to find the analytics and the science and the engineering to figure out that just passing the cars in front of you could give you the lead. So that's some of the work they do behind the scenes.
Hashtag NASCAR is back.
NASCAR is back.
hashtag never done a double file restart.
Well, sure he did. The original start of the race.
Well, that was a start.
That was a
you know?
start.
That's different.
He's got to get the restart here.
Yeah.
Okay, so am I on the lead lap now?
Yes, you were gonna be on the lead lap, I believe.
Just wait till you try and pass me.
Where's
We've
the
got
pace car? 'Cause I'm
Hamlin
gonna
back
try to
on
pit
pit
real quick.
lane again.
He's
Not
getting
sure
fresh tires.
what he's pulling off here.
Snake.
Maybe some
Alright.
fuel
You
strategy
guys-
abounding.
Oh, can you clear my
Do I-
black real quick?
Yeah.
Should I adjust my brake bias? Is that what Garrett said to do?
You might want
I'd
to knock
turn-
it down a
I'd-
couple.
I need you. Yeah,
I
clear,
don't think
clear,
that's going to do much.
Clear
I
him
look to the
again.
rear.
Clear him again.
Alright.
Denny's got
Clear
that
him again,
big
clear him
brain
again.
energy.
Clear it again. Clear it again. There you go.
Folks, we're just going to listen in here on the live race control in-car booth with Landon Cassill. Denny Hamlin just spun off a pit lane.
Oh, no.
A little. I'm not sure what just went down there. We don't have a replay, but if we did, we would see, I think, something interesting.
Oh, I'm watching. Oh no, I'm not watching it. Continue.
Thanks for that, Garrett. We appreciate it.
I'm not
Added a
sure if
lot.
I'm on the.
I'll be here.
I'm not quite sure if I'm on the lead lap yet. Or wait, am I?
You are.
I think
You
You are on the lead lap.
Goodness gracious.
Yikes.
Alright,
does
sorry
say
about that,
that.
guys. But we're gonna be going green this time, bye.
Hey,
Oh.
Apple Watch just set a timer for some reason. Not sure how that happened.
Just
All right,
shy of
back to the
1/3
race.
mark. Just shy of the 1/3 mark here, Parker. Any trends that you've noticed? What's caught your eye so far?
Well, that's really important, to talk about the trends here. What we've seen is really none at all, other than the wall. The wall has been interesting. It's been coming out and grabbing these drivers, and I just think they've all got the wrong strategy. If I were in this race, if I was driving one of these cars, I would not be hitting the wall.
Oh,
I
clear
don't
black,
think
please.
that's fast. So I would be aiming to not do that. That would be my trend.
me and Denny both need blacks cleared.
And clear black flags. That's really, you can't really go past many laps. So you have to start there, David.
Deep insight from one Parker Kligerman. Oh, Smithley really loose into one right there. He was looking at the inside wall. What a skill job that was, saving that race machine. Nearly game over for him.
This thing's looser than a herd of turtles.
Did you get Denny cleared?
Yeah, everybody, he's been cleared.
I don't
And
think
just
you
keep
got-
in mind, I don't know what I'm doing.
I know. I'm trying to get around you.
Well, I'm having a great time.
You're doing fine, bud.
I just don't want to take out Denny. I feel like that wouldn't go well on the internet.
The internet is watching.
The internet never forgets.
Lots of the internet. Seeing some sparks flying. Guys are not listening. They're hitting the wall again. Hot Tub Time Machine up in the lead. Josh Bilicki looking the bottom here of David Schildhouse. Oh, makes a pass into turn 3. It's one of the first we've seen tonight clean. That is impressive.
Not gonna lie, I
Going for
lifted and
more.
let him go. Oh,
Yeah,
bless America! Big contact. Hamlin into the back of Schildhouse. Schildhouse dirt tracking it through 1 and 2 and broadcasting. What a guy!
Wow. They're together there. Connor Daly with the move.
Oh,
Get by both of them.
Oh! That was the most electric moment I've had on like 2 months. Landon, you can just pass me. Go ahead.
You did look to the inside. We're a little behind you, but that was interesting. You had a run on Denny Hamlin, Daytona 500 champion multiple times.
Look, I'm not proud of letting it go, but I'm also happy I did not make contact.
That's
I'm racing with some heroes right now, some absolute heroes.
Folks, we're hearing the in-car communication of Connor Daly to his race team right now,
Excuse me, yeah.
instilling confidence
You
in
are
this
my race team.
Instilling confidence into his race team for putting him in that vehicle. Look, guys, I'm just glad it didn't wreck.
Just glad I had the chance to go out here and battle with the heroes.
Hanging on to Landon Cassill here in the Blue Emu machine. Following him closely here, Connor. This is impressive. Now we move to looking at Denny Hamlin. He's trying to make up a ton of time. I mean, all the time. He is way behind.
Wow, if he just keeps driving through people, he's probably going to be able to pull it off.
That's a great point. Drive through him, drive around him, drive on top of him. Any way you can get him. That's what we say.
I mean, speaking of time, the man in the lead is in the Hot Tub Time Machine.
we go back to, it's impressive that he's racing literally from a hot tub.
I respect that.
That is, we've talked about heat trainings. You hear of drivers getting in saunas, maybe turning up the, heat in the car on a hot summer day. But this guy is so dedicated. He's going to race in an over 100-degree hot tub to get ready with Brett Moffitt hot on his heels. This guy is steaming down the backstretch trying to hold him off, full of that power and energy of the heat of that hot tub.
Brett Moffitt is operating an auction while he drives as well. Both drivers activating their sponsors in unique ways.
Who here can do an auction, boys? Cut to it. I don't know if I can do it.
One. Can I hear a 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 to the gentleman in the back?
There you go.
That was impressive.
That was impressive. Now just do it as if he was trying to pass someone.
Looking
inside, the outside,
border
inside,
clear,
inside.
looking inside, and clear.
Nice.
This is very interesting.
You know how they built it, Connor?
I did hear about that. I watched the television broadcast.
The minnow pond.
I'm a big NASCAR fan.
I've noticed. Folks, we're seeing the cars spread out a little bit of strategy going down here, I believe. Saving of tires, saving of right sides. Ryan Truex leading an iRace for literally the first time in ever. Normally just blaming his wheel settings continually. Right now, obviously, those wheel settings somehow working, which is just a miracle in itself because he has never not complained about them.
Parker, we're getting word here that is actually not Ryan driving it. Could possibly be his brother, Martin Truex Jr.
Oh.
And that makes sense. The plot thickens.
We've seen this before in iRacing, where the better of two brothers actually fills the seat of the driver slated to drive.
And the most impressive thing about that is, of those brothers, I believe they actually maybe particularly have something to do with seats, but I wouldn't know. Nonetheless, moving on. Right now, we're on board Connor Daly. Into the wall, Connor.
I forgot what corner I was in. That's on me.
Nope, actually, we might have been on with Schildhouse. Can't really tell. The graphics aren't lined up. Liam's doing a great job there in production. I'm doing my best to keep up, but
It's hard.
It's hard. We're just gonna.
We need to get a Gary. How are we doing? A Garrett Smithley update. That number 01, 07, whatever it is right now, falling through the field like a rock. Garrett, come in. What is happening to that race car?
Cool. Good talk.
There you have.
Great talk, Garrett. Thank you for that.
I didn't push the button. I hit the wall and it's really slow now.
Garrett seems distracted. We're going to try to get back with Garrett when he settles down a little bit.
We're told it's actually not Garrett Smithley behind the wheel. It's actually Ryan Vargas.
Once again, this is incredible. We said the entry list was expanding by the second. We didn't mean mid-race. Driver swaps in a NASCAR race. Out of this world, folks. You are seeing history being made. I've heard of one or two driver swaps, maybe with an injured driver trying to get the points. But for multiple drivers, mid-race, mid-green flag, be swapping drivers, that's impressive.
Kaz Gralla was my real-life Xfinity teammate, and we're racing together. That's exciting.
Wow. And in a series of things no one needed to know, thank you, Connor Daly.
Unbelievable insight from Connor Daly, who also has diabetes.
All right, fine. You're the one who asked me to come here.
I mentioned the diabetes because of your sponsorship.
What did you give up to be here tonight? What were you doing?
Sleep and Warzone victories.
Two very important things in every man's life.
I
Truly,
have
man,
destroyed my
I just
wrestling
want to
tires.
let everybody know that we're coming up to that competition caution at lap 45 that Landon asked for. If we still want to have that.
Let's move it to 60. Let's get
60?
some laps out of this thing.
All right, 10-4. We're going to move it to 60.
We'll give it a little bit of a shootout at the end. Bunch them up. Go after it. See who comes out on top. We know this car that we're watching now, Connor Daly, that's not a chance. Moving back up to the field here.
He could be sandbagging.
He could be saving. He could be plotting not to pit in that competition caution. We're going to have to see here. A lot of reports of Truex using griphacks.exe. Oh, Garrett Smith
remember,
in the
it's
wall
just his
again.
brother that's driving. That's all.
That's right. Ooh. David Schildhouse looking to the bottom of Garrett Smithley here into turn 1. Slide job! Slide job! Wow, what a move!
Let me tell you, as the man who pulled that off, it was incredibly difficult, a little sweaty, but that's just racing at this level.
Yes, the driving on display at the moment is absolutely out of this world. I'm being requested to use the live button. I'm seeing live up the top. I don't know about you folks.
Are you in the sim right now?
No. I'm watching the Twitch. I've been behind this entire time.
Why aren't you in the sim?
I don't know. I've just been watching for the Twitch. I thought it was
Parker,
easier.
do you have an active iRacing subscription right now?
Well, it's weird. You know, we're all trying to find ways to cut back, and I had to give it up for tonight, so I've just been using the Twitch stream.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I like about you. Resourceful. Never
You
say
guys
die
think I've
attitude.
actually been... Yeah, well, you think I've actually been watching this race, and I've just actually been just guessing the entire time.
Can you give us an update on the pace of the field right now? It seems like field might be actually tightening up a little bit.
Denny Hamlin's coming with a furious pace right now. He's about a half second faster than the cars in front of him. He is doing exactly what we talked about, David, in our pre-restart there talk and top tips of the race. Basically, go there, go up, and pass these cars in front of you, and eventually you'll find yourself in the lead. And
it makes me
that's
wonder
what
if he was listening to the stream and, in fact, wrote those notes down and is reading them as we speak. He could have been stream sniping. You never know.
You know what?
Ooh.
It's amazing the ways that these people continue to find ways to innovate in competition and find that extra little bit of advantage. That's something that Denny Hamlin, Joe Gibbs Racing's probably been working on for a while. Going and watching other people's TRD. I mean, they've been going and watching other people's Twitch streams mid-race, finding out what's going on, hearing those top tips, listening to the broadcast, and applying it in real time. Ooh, Josh Bilicki in the wall right in front of Denny. He's going to drive right up by. That was easy. Just handed it to him. The Dollar General machine just flying through the field, slicing its way.
5th to 3rd in one lap. That's something you don't see every day here at Darlington.
Incredible.
No, not every day. Typically on Sundays, once or twice a Sunday a year. Impressive, nonetheless, from Dennis Jr. Hamilton III. Really, he might want to think about this for a career. Let me tell you.
Well, the thing I like about
iRacing is actually providing a lot of opportunities for young and up-and-coming drivers. The Coke Series actually has a $300,000 prize purse. So, you joke about it, but that's definitely a realistic option for them.
Oh, who's joking? Nobody's joking here. This is no joke. This is no joking matter.
If NASCAR doesn't work out for Denny, Coca-Cola Series, there he goes.
Look,
I think he's got a shot there.
Well, it's not too big. NASCAR is a tough business, and it's a big sport. It's hard to get in.
As a Coca-Cola Series co-team owner, I'll tell you what, we've been watching this James Dennis Hamilton III Hamlin guy a lot, and we like what he's doing. We like what he's been putting out in the real world and think that could apply to the virtual world. So, we don't want to give away too much here, but I could just say that we're definitely interested in someone of that talent level.
All right. Denny's working on Brett Moffitt here. He's right on his bumper. Let's see. Is he going to get it into turn 1 here? I think he's going to lick it in. Oh, and sends it.
You're a little ahead of me, but I'm just going to go with you and say that's true. Slide job.
Wait a sec. We have potentially big news there from one half of the Burton Kligerman esports team. If you're looking at this James Dennis Hamilton Jr., the 4th right now, that means one of those drivers that you currently have under contract might be on the way out. You want to comment further on that?
Is we like to try and find ways to develop young and up-and-coming talent like James Dennis Hamilton V. And so what we think is if we start to get him going early, get him a little reps, get that seat time, they're always talking about seat time. It's just, you got to let these young drivers blossom. They got to grow in comfortable environments. That's what we're seeing here in the Rain Out 200. So really hoping James Dennis Hamilton VI can find his way up into the big time.
Wow, Logan Clampett being put on notice live here tonight from Darlington. You hate to see it.
Just
Well,
want to point out that that last lap, Dennis Hamilton in the 5th was 0.3 faster than Ryan Truex Jr.
Do these cars in real life, for the experts in the room, is this level of understeer / push / tightness? Does that normally happen?
Yes.
Okay, got it. I was just asking the experts. I want the fans at home to know.
that was a thorough answer. That was your question was well thought out, well put together, and you got a yes.
Just barreling steering into this sucker.
That's part of the fight in these things. Keeping the tires on.
Yep.
Big car,
They're so narrow.
heavy, small tires. Garrett McReynolds Smithley, we need a trends update here. We're at lap 55 of 90.
Do you want to let this thing go green, or what are the
No.
thoughts?
Well,
I think we need a
Heat
yellow at 60 and then invert the field.
Also, no.
Let's
the
do it.
last one time
I just
we've
want a new
run this
set of
race.
tires.
The
The last
impressive
one
part
time
about it,
we've run this race, we needed a competition caution at lap 60. So I think that's the trend.
Honestly,
Wow.
sweat has reached my eye holes, and I can't see very well. It's very salty.
Garrett McReynolds Smithley never ceases to impress with the incredible knowledge and research that he does of those trends. Thank you, Garrett. That's good to know that we always have needed a lap 60 competition caution.
Yeah, 10-4.
Watching old Garrett McReynolds Smithley here on lap 57. Larry McSmithley. That's a
I think
Well-
what we're going to do is on the competition caution, this is Garrett, by the way. I think I'm going to put Phil Swift in the flex mode.
Love that
Perfect.
idea.
You're gonna put Phil in the Flex Seal car.
I think we're going to do a driver swap on this competition caution, and Phil's going to take over for the rest of the time. I'm falling out of the seat.
Cars hit the wall 100 times and never leaks. Flex Seal.
It
I cut
even
this
works
car in half.
underwater.
The inside is completely dry.
Brett
It
Moffitt
still
peeling off the
floats.
racing surface, heading to pit road. Brett Moffitt, does he not know that we're throwing a competition yellow?
Comp yellow 60.
That the
300
race control
IQ
and
faster from the truck champion.
Denny just, oh my gosh, for the lead, Denny just turned it up.
He's consuming that hot tub at a furious pace. Really just an odd choice by Ryan Truex Jr. and his crew to go with a full car full of water. Just doesn't
All right.
quite make sense.
Leader's taking the 60, and I'm gonna let it cycle through for a bit.
Folks, it's coming down to crunch time.
Oh,
Ooh.
we made it.
Ooh.
That is
Wow.
just talking about the level of competition in here. We are now 60 laps in a 90-lap race at Darlington. 0 attrition. Everyone still on the racetrack.
Everyone on the lead lap.
It's just incredible what these teams are doing, these modern-day cars these days, and finding ways to make them last. Hitting the wall. Just incredible.
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 Yeah. Now does Brett Moffitt get the lucky dog here?
If he wants it.
I don't know if it automatically gives it to him. I'm asking.
It will
We'll see what he
automatically
does
give it
with-
to him, yes.
I think it's automatic.
There it
nope,
is.
it'll work. We'll get you fixed up.
I didn't bring any water up into the booth.
Yeah, I'll give you that wave here in a second.
They demand an invert. We don't have the ability to pull that off. Well, we do the E-hole.
Connor, make sure you
Connor-
turn hard left onto pit road.
Yeah,
I'm
he already
just trying to
missed that
catch the pace car.
opportunity. He already missed the opportunity to go to pit road, guys. He's staying out.
Yeah, we're staying out until
Bold
the
strategy.
next lap. Look, it's really a personal problem. I have been too far behind the field.
25 seconds of optional repairs.
Nah,
All right, that was a
driving
mistake.
good.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That's impressive. Garrett Smithley cleared his own black flags.
Yeah, and he missed the pit box too.
I didn't know he had that control.
NASCAR's been looking into similar strategies for their race officiating in the future. Drivers and teams able to clear their own black flags.
It does look like Ryan Truex Jr. beat Denny Hamlin off a pit road for the lead.
Whew, I can't wait to get to pit road.
Those pit crews were ready.
All right, guys, we're out of flex tape. We got to send it the rest of the way.
Don't let that thing leak, because we need it to still float at the end of this.
David Schildhouse is fulfilling shout-out requests in the driver chat. Not sure if that's appropriate.
All right, guys, we've got some amount of laps to go here. Can't really see how many where we're at there, but nonetheless, Landon, Cassill, give us an update on that vehicle. What are you feeling? What are you seeing? What do you need to get to the front?
Well, I was really happy with my car on long runs. I used my quick repair when I lost my connection there and had to come back. So we had 25 seconds worth of damage. We weren't able to get any of it done. Just trying to keep my track position. We rolled out in third here.
Good to know. Connor Daly.
Parker, 2/3 of the way through this race. What do you think? What do you think? Should we ask Connor Daly his keys to the race tonight?
That would be the move. Connor, keys to the race, please.
Why'd they shut my car off in the pit lane?
Because they're fixing it.
You probably need the key. That's what we asked for, the keys of the race.
I'm just gonna go. I think these guys can.
Can we get a jump in there?
No, we're good.
Oh.
Anyway, keys to the race. Just go fast, ride it up top. Try not to get hit.
Good to know. We appreciate you coming in here after the Warzone performance earlier.
Thanks for the invite, man. It's an honor.
Biggest thing on the
Connor,
internet.
for the fans at home, what would it mean to you to not only win Warzone but also this race?
Well, it's that would be like discovering a unicorn. It's just not gonna happen. So keep dreaming.
But really, it would mean a lot, wouldn't it?
It would be. I mean, they'd write books about it. That's for sure.
They say lightning does not strike twice.
Love it.
Oh, it's telling me to pass Garrett. What an honor.
Right this way, sir.
Lights are off on the pace car.
That's right.
A rundown on the restart
7 more
here.
times.
Parker, we got Ryan Truex, Denny Hamlin Jr., Hamilton quadruple the 15th on the outside of the front row.
Incredible with James Dennis Hamilton quadruple the 16th.
No.
Off here, but oh no, no.
Is this going to be an advantage for him on the outside?
Well, that's a good question, Cotton. I don't know. But we're hoping to see here. Green flag in the air. We're going green again.
Oh.
Sorts racing. James Dennis
Oh,
Hamilton.
no!
17th. Couldn't hold on to it. They're side by side at the back of the pack. Oh, Josh Bilicki in the wall. Oh, we got wrecks everywhere. Schildhouse in the wall. I believe that was Moffitt in the wall. Caution out on the speedway. Big wreck.
It's raining. It's raining in 1 and 2.
Oh, no. It's the 2001 All-Star race again.
Cautions breed cautions, they say.
Feeling good about it.
Garrett McReynolds Smithley. We need a trend in the race. It looks like you were right on it again.
Well, the last one rain delay going down into turn number 4. I don't know. I just need some ice cream.
Gosh, I love ice cream.
Gosh, I was asking for ice cream earlier today. I literally said it.
I'm going to let everybody know after the... whoa!
Oh!
Strategy.
Little wizardry into pit lane there. How did you make it back on the track, Landon?
Folks, we're getting an incredible... our first replay of the race, by the way, right now. We're watching Josh Bilicki get in the wall. This is going to cause him and Schildhouse to get together. Taking Brett Moffitt with them. Oh, that looks eerily similar to Jimmy Johnson and Chris Buescher on Sunday. The realism of iRacing strikes again.
Go, baby.
And all I can think about is mint chip ice cream. I do like mint chip ice cream.
I have
that's
Lucky Charms ice cream in my fridge.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just got a notification from the garage. Brett Moffitt has retired the car from the race. He is out.
Yes.
Oh,
The reason, he's hungry for ice cream.
oh, man. Larry's really ruining everything, isn't he?
Boys, it's an ugly scene down here in the 20 pit box of Schildhouse. It's just a disaster. It's eerily reminiscent of the time that well, we can't talk about it on stream, but you get the idea.
David, can we get an interview from the driver of that number 20?
Please don't drive through the pace
we
car.
we can get him here. Hold on a sec. Let me. He's yelling at his crew chief right now. Let's pull him up here. All right, he's here. Go for it.
No, I thought you could do it.
All right, I'm here with David Schildhouse, involved in the most recent crash. David, from the looks of things, it just looked like two guys going for the same space. Darlington, give us your thoughts on it. Well, let me tell you something. You're right, and I'm upset, and we deserve better than that. And gosh dang, there you have it, folks. David Schildhouse, in his own words, gosh dang,
From himself.
From
Dude, is
himself.
that green flag? Oh.
Some hard hit reporting right there.
Really hitting him with the hard questions there. That's why we hired David Schildhouse to interview David Schildhouse.
I tell you, this broadcasting school did not prepare me for a moment like this, but sometimes you just ad-lib a little bit, and it really worked.
Broadcasting school?
No, I'm completely unqualified.
All right, we're coming to 1 to go. Pace car's going to be dipping here in a second.
Oh, this is electric.
All right, we're coming down to some amount of laps. Can't really tell, don't know, but it's going to be something between 60 and 90 up there on the board there, so it's going to be about, I don't know, something.
We're at lap 69. Nice.
I can't even drive
Nice.
straight down a race start. It's really hard.
Green flag in the air. Ryan Truex Jr. gets to the lead and holding off Landon, Cassill, Garrett Smithley in second and third.
Clean through 1 and 2. Field's going to make it single file into 3 and 4.
They're all over the place. They're searching around. They're juking. They're jiving. They're finding that space. Oh, hot right on the bumper there.
Got a single file for second place. Big battle. Denny's going to go in here.
Ryan Truex was overheard on the radio saying just before the green flag, "Eat my," and then it cut off. So we don't know what he was going to say, but it was something in that range.
Ice cream. He was going to say, "Eat my ice cream," Parker.
Eat his ice cream, right. James Dennis Hamilton, the 33rd back there, falling back just like his name, way to the back. Not sure what's wrong in that machine.
Could just be the 20 laps to go next time by, or 20 laps to go this time by, if I can do math. As a corporate accountant, you would certainly hope so. Anyways, maybe just holding on to the spot for right now. Playing it cool. He's a 3-time Daytona 500 junior champion and hopes to make it to the big stage one day. But with moves like that, big meaty moves, he just might get it done.
We're looking here on board as he looks at the bottom of Kaz Grell, also known as not Anthony Alfredo or Myatt Snyder in that 21 car. Joshua Bilicki there right on the tail trying to make the move. He's going to slot in front of Kaz Grell, right in the back of Denny Hamlin, trying to follow him through. Maybe learn some tips from that young up-and-coming star.
Wait a sec, Denny Hamlin's in this race? What?
Oh, I messed up again. That's right.
Well,
he does always have a different
name.
Oh, we're too wide for second right now.
This is exciting.
It's heating up. Garrett Smithley looking at the bottom. They're going to go side by side down the... Oh, no. Slots in behind. Premature on my end. Didn't quite see it. Yeah,
no, they both hit the wall out of 2. That's going to slow their lap down quite significantly.
Ryan Truex is chuckling up there in his hot tub.
That was a big junk for me. The steering wheel's off.
Oh, no. Damage on the 89 machine.
I think I'm just damaging the tires.
I think there's damage in the understanding of them.
Also that, yes.
Shall we have a fan vote of the most popular driver in the race today?
Do it.
All right. We're going to drop a fan vote for the most popular driver in the race today.
Coming to 16 laps to go. Becoming crunch time here on the rained out 200, powered by Xfinity, presented by Valvoline, Select Blinds, Blue Emu, and someone else I can't remember.
U.S. Air Force.
U.S. Air Force is in it too. Everyone shout out their sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Connor, what is happening? Connor,
That was
that?
It was a big. Oh no, it's all going out the window now.
Hey, Liam, can we get a graphic up there of all the sponsors? Maybe if you just place it in front of every car real quick, just big on the screen. We need to give a big shout out to the sponsors.
Nuts and bolts are coming off the wagon here.
This thing's exploding.
Without the sponsors, none of this would be possible. So big shout out to them. Please go to your local store and patronize these huge businesses.
Thank you. Exactly. And as you can see there, that is the title card for the beginning of the race. We're just going to reuse it here as we come down to the end of the race to remind you that this was 90 laps at Darlington in Xfinity Series cars presented by Xfinity, Valvoline, Select Blinds, and Blue Emu, of course. So please support your local Xfinity provider, Valvoline. Quick Lube, Select Blinds, and Blue Emu can be found at all participating retailers.
All right, the most popular driver poll is live in the chat. Please be sure to vote for your favorite driver between Dennis Hamilton, the 32nd, Ryan Truex, Jr., Senior, Jr., Landon Orris, Kaz Not Alfredo Gralla, and Gary Smithers.
Will Darker was there and Gary Smithers.
You didn't have Connor Daly in there.
That's fine. Understandable. Gary Smithers, he played for the Raiders, didn't he?
I thought we were all voting for second anyway. Connor already got that one.
Yikes.
Just remember, if you're going to select blinds, select blinds.
It's a great ad raid, Cotton.
Yeah, that was. I'm glad we spent hours writing that. Guys, we've got the field spread out here. We're coming down to closer to 10 to go. Landon Cassill trying his best to run down Ryan Truex Jr. But Denny Hamlin, followed by Josh Bilicki, is really finding some speed, running some alternate lines there. They almost look like they're drafting a little bit. Not sure that's going to work here, but they are. Landon Cassill using a little higher lane out of turn 2, trying to run down Ryan Truex Jr. Gained a little speed down the backstretch. Can he carry that through 3 and 4? It just doesn't quite look like he has it. Ryan Truex will no doubt inevitably, definitely blame his wheel settings if he is to lose the lead of this race. That's a guarantee. You can bet on it. Put the house on it. He will blame those wheel settings because he has never led a race in iRacing in ever. Till tonight.
That's a good point. Really good point right there. To build on that a little bit, it's never any fault of the driver. Of course, we all know that. It's always everything else.
It's even in virtual racing, you find a way to blame the equipment. It is driver 101. You are never wrong. Once you realize that, once you get that really in your brain, you can never fail nor never lose. You're always fastest on track because it's always everyone else's fault.
Yep.
You're not going to be just fast. You're going to be Xfinity fast.
Oh.
Best internet out there.
Ad reading.
That was beautiful. And for those times that you aren't that fast and you need a little bit of pain relief, go get Blue Emu. And then when you're trying to make your car run for a very long time and run well, put some Valvoline motor oil in it.
Let me see if I can get this right. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink.
Perfect. Watching Garrett Smithley trying to hold off Kaz Gralla here. Doing an all right job.
It's Phil Swift.
No, it's Phil Swift in there.
Yeah,
and as saying that, he definitely Phil Swifted into the wall.
You think Phil Swift will take a selfie with me after the race?
Ooh.
Obviously, with 6 foot distance.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got
Cassill the
problems.
wall. Oh, giving second
Contact.
place.
This is going to be a tight race for the lead here. We got Denny going against Ryan. We've already seen this race one time before. So will he be able to complete it with 6 laps to go? 6 laps to
Get an
go in the
immediate
race.
reaction right on the track from Landon Cassill. Landon, walk us through what happened there.
Well, my car was just getting tight, and Denny peeked in the inside of me, and I just missed my line by a couple feet and hit the fence. Denny seems upset with me because I slowed him down to where he doesn't have time to catch the leader anymore.
Wow,
Hey, when
you
that
hate
happens.
to hear it. Unfortunate.
Guys, this battle we're getting ready to see here has already happened once in real life. If it is true that is no longer Ryan Truex Jr. in there, but Martin Truex Jr. Denny Hamlin trying to get to him here. If they're able to get side by side, this could be reminiscent of the 2016 Daytona 500 that Denny Hamlin stole from Martin Truex Jr. Let's see if he has the wherewithal to go get him.
Boy, wouldn't that just be a storyline that's going to be covered by absolutely everybody tomorrow on Twitter. Just the return, the sequel. Like Star Wars, it's the sequel you always wanted but never knew you needed.
Enough, if we want some fun facts, the car that Denny moved out of the way was Matt Kenseth in a number $20 General car, the same car he's driving right now. There's a lot of symbolism happening here. I don't think the universe ever has mistakes, and therefore this has all been pre-planned and set up, and we're seeing it in real time.
Ooh, yeah, that's a tough memory for the Matt Kenseth fans at home. Yours included. Tough memory right there. Thanks for peeling that Band-Aid off.
As my sister would say, the universe knows all. Ooh, we've got a new graphic up here. It's got live times. For some reason, the battle for first also shows the battle for 8th and 9th above it.
Well, that's more important.
Wait a second. That's the battle between me and Connor, and I'm 6
Yeah.
seconds back.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to finally nail some laps here.
What we're seeing here is the producers are letting us know the real important battles on the racetrack is happening in the back. This front one in the lead for the win. 2 laps to go. It just doesn't look like Denny Hamlin has enough. We won't be able to hear Ryan Truex blame his wheel settings if he wins this.
He made up a lot of time that lap. That lap around, that was Ryan Truex ran a 30.013, and Denny ran, well, he ran a 29.85.
Yikes.
Hey, who won the pole, guys?
Coming a white flag here. Is Denny going to send
Flag.
it? He does! Denny sends it! Oh!
You're ahead of us a little bit, but we're just going to play it just like it already happened. We saw that. That was crazy. Oh, it's a slide job to the bottom. Off the wall. Does he hold it?
He does!
Oh my God.
Have you ever?
No, I've never.
No, I've never.
Oh, he's never.
You got
Denny
plenty of time,
Hamlin
Denny.
wins the rained out 200 powered by Xfinity, presented by Valvoline Select Blinds and Blue Emu. What an incredible move there, bouncing off the wall. He did what Carl Edwards couldn't do back at Kansas many years ago in 2008. He used the video game move in a simulation. Impressive.
If your car can handle some donuts, feel free.
And Ryan Truex has immediately left the server. Probably not too happy.
What did he just say?
No doubt there'll be we'll have to see if we can get some sort of inside scoop there as what to happen. See if we can get a reporter on the case with Ryan Truex, what apparently happened to his wheel there, or if he just never saw the move coming. David, I mean, I've been watching racing for almost 2 decades. Never have I seen a move quite like that work out. Have you?
David, why don't you go into the broadcast booth here with Denny and Key in the game chat and get us a winner's interview?
All right, checkered flag is out. Denny
Little
Hamlin,
did I
this is
know,
David
at
Schildhouse up in the
12:55
booth.
in the
Do you have a
evening, I would be
copy
doing
for
virtual
a
donuts with
interview
Denny
as
Hamlin on the
winner of this
internet.
race?
Schildhouse, are you there?
I'm trying.
We've
He's
lost
not
another.
responding. He's non-responsive in the server. I'm tempted to hail him, and it has not worked.
I haven't heard you though. I haven't heard you.
You were in all teams when you messaged when you did that.
Oh, because I got off the track.
Well, now go to.
Not.
Hold on there, Denny.
Oh man, what?
Hello.
All right, go ahead now.
Denny Hamlin, it's Landon Cassill in the booth here. We got David Schildhouse with us. Those last laps, when you got by the famed, beautiful 89 car, did you feel like you had enough time to make it to the leader?
I did not. I definitely did not. You really made a mistake there. Really cost me some time. But I just was gaining about a tenth and a half on Truex there.
I don't
each
think we have
lap,
Denny
and
on the
I didn't
broadcast.
think I had enough time, but I was
We
just
hear
out
it.
of options there
Okay.
going into turn 3. Just flat out of options.
Go ahead, David.
It was a bold move. Have you ever seen a move like that before? Has anything ever been done like that inspired you to make such a move for the win?
Well, I didn't want to run into him and shove him into the wall, which was my other actual option if I think about it. So I wanted to make it a clean race and not run into him. So this was the best result for me.
And a good result that it was. You've won some races in your time, some big ones, some small ones. Where does this race rank overall as far as career accomplishments for you?
I mean, for me, just beating another Truex to the line, it's right up there with the Daytona 16, no doubt.
Oh.
There you have it, folks. We were hypothesizing. That's a good word right there. Hypothesizing that might be the case, but now it's confirmed.
Amazing.
Beating another Truex. Unbelievable stuff. Denny, a driving clinic, no other way to put it here. I want to give you the opportunity to go ahead and shout out everybody else that you made look foolish here tonight at Darlington and everyone who helped get you this win.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely everyone that supports me, all my race fans, all 6 of them that follow me in everything I do. Can't thank them enough. The pit crew did an awful job, lost me the lead on pit road. They stink, and I just had to carry the weight today.
There you have it, folks. Denny Hamlin, number 8 in the scoring sheet, but number 1 at the end of the day. The right side a little more narrow on that race car, but I bet you the guys back at the shop are not going to mind the shade thrown their way because you're bringing home a trophy tonight. Well, actually, I don't think there's a trophy, but you can tell them you did it just the same. Thanks for your time.
Big fan, Denny. Big fan.
Me too, Connor. Huge fan, bud.
There you have it, folks. The words of the winner, Denny Hamlin.
Thanks, Landon.
Wow.
Incredible.
Thank you, Denny. Always a pleasure. Great to have you.
That was quite a lot of fun.
Well, next in the booth, we're trying to, the camera crews are catching up with Ryan Truex Jr., who is leaving the media center at the moment. He's kind of marching ahead. We're trying to catch up with him. He's not really in the mood to talk. So if we can catch up with Ryan Truex Jr., we'd like to get an idea of what he saw.
We're working on it now.
I mean, I can guess what he saw. He saw a checkered flag, then he saw a yellow streak out the left side, and then he saw a yellow back bumper until the checkered flag.
David, we've just gotten confirmation. We're joined by Ryan Truex Jr. himself. Ryan, what happened there?
Well, we done lost the race, Parker. We done lost it.
And then, did you think you had it? Did you feel that move coming? What were you looking for it? Did you feel like you could have protected from that move in any way?
I was honestly not. I was just trying to hold on to my tires. Those guys were just way better at saving. So I knew he was going to get there. But when I saw him do that, I honestly didn't think it was going to work because he just entered so fast. But had I known it would work, maybe I would have tried doing it with him.
and this is normally the part of the interview where we allow you to thank some sponsors and such, but what everyone wants to know is the wheel settings. How did they play into this loss here, and where did they really stack up tonight?
Well, I think they're probably the difference. As you know, my wheel is my biggest issue, and I will always blame it on that because I am a driver, and that's what drivers do.
Well,
We hear
regardless
you,
of
bud.
how the race ended up for you and the wheel settings that ultimately did cost you the win, Ryan, did you imagine when you found out that you were invited to this prestigious event with some of the most elite drivers in all of motorsports, um, did you imagine not just leading your first ever laps on iRacing ever in this event, but actually leading the most laps of the event? Did that even cross your mind?
Well, when I woke up today, I thought it was just going to be another quarantine day, and I was just going to sit on the couch and, maybe eat some cereal, watch a little Netflix. And I got the call from you about, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I had to call the guys up and have them pull the car out. It's been covered in the shop now for about 3 years, so they did really good work to get it out and get it down to Darlington in time for this event. And I'm just proud of them, proud of the guys, proud of all my Twitch subs and my Twitch followers for cheering me on that whole time. I couldn't have done it without them.
That's amazing. That's amazing feedback from a veteran driver who knows how to compliment his crew, but also slight his equipment at the same time, noting that it was a 3-year-old car that he was driving in today's race. How many backup cars did you go through to prepare for the main event?
Off the top of my head, I want to say 17 or 18. We actually had a one of those like 18 vehicle haulers that you see wrecked cars on the highway. We had one of those bring all my cars down. So the best piece we had was 3 years old, but I want to say 13 or 14 of them were at least 9 or 10 years old. A few of them were in the Show Car Hall of Fame for sure, and I went ahead and got rid of those quick. But we saved our best piece for the race, and that showed.
True that this
Ryan,
piece...
I'm sorry. I want to jump in here with a question, Ryan. Just based on something you said there. All the cars used tonight and all that. We've talked about trying to bring the cost of motorsports down to make it more accessible for people to get into. So, how do you to those who would naysay your methods here tonight and the absorbent cost you've incurred to run this event and not even win it? What do you say to them?
I just say, look at the TV time. Marquis Spas was front and center for 60 or so laps. So whatever the cost may be, we ate that cost and we made it happen. And it sucks that we didn't win the race, but they knew we were here, and that's what really matters.
Speaking of marquee hot tubs, we dubbed that the hot tub time machine. There was a lot of reports that you were actually racing directly from a hot tub. Can you verify those reports and potentially explain to us how you achieved racing from a hot tub and what that felt like?
Well, I'll be honest with you. We've done a lot of testing over the past 3 or 4 months. This quarantine has really given us a lot of time to test some new technology, and the hot tub simulation is one of the things we've been testing. Unfortunately, it was not ready for tonight's race. Like I said, I was given very short notice here from Landon. So unfortunately, it's still in alpha. So we're still working hard. I can probably get you guys set up on the alpha deal if you want. You'd actually be the first guys a part of it other than me. So it's a work in progress, but I appreciate you guys talking it up a little bit, and it should be in store soon.
Amazing.
Hot tub salesman Ryan Truex joining us here in the booth. Thank you very much, Ryan. Great job tonight in the race. We're proud of your effort. We're proud of your drive in that 3-year-old car. We won't forget that you had a lot of things working against you tonight, as always. Any last words?
I just want to tip my hat to you guys for an incredible broadcast. Stacked field. It was tough just to make the main event. So my hat's off to you guys for putting it together on such short notice. And honestly, I'm just honored to be a part of it. And I hope next time I get the call
Well, there you heard it. Ryan Truex, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on down the list, we do have Gare Bear still in the booth. He's been waiting patiently during the interviews. Garmy Smithleton, how did your car drive after the third time that you crashed it into the fence in 1 and 2?
Well, it was not as fast as Xfinity Internet after I hit the wall 3 times. Filled it with a literal pool of Flex Seal. We expended all of our Flex products from the pit box, and I hit the wall so many times that I just let Phil finish the race, and he actually did a better job than me. So I did hear that Garmy Smithleton Jr. the second, fourth, he won the pole, I think, according to my stream. So that's a big win for us. That's pretty much more important than the actual race win, in my opinion. So honestly, I think I go home the world champion. I don't know what to say.
And actually, we're just getting some word in here. I do believe that you were voted most popular driver of this event as well.
So, I mean, that's a testament to the support that we have here at the Lean Stream. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what happens on the track. If you're first, second, third, Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. I mean, you can get out of there with that because if you're most popular driver.
That's amazing. Well, thank you all so much for what
Garrett,
such a
I
great
got a
night,
question
David.
for you. Yes, I'll barge in with this one as somebody who has won
Schildhouse
a most
taking us
popular.
into overtime.
Yes, presented by Blue Emu. I have won a most popular driver in my time before, and not much else other than that. So I understand where you're coming from, even though it wasn't a win overall. How do you think you could have tweaked it a little bit to be more in your favor? I mean, could you just got rid of all the rest of the drivers, or what was it going to be?
I mean, when a guy is racing with a time machine, and then the general is racing the other car, I mean, there's just nothing you can do. So, we take our losses, we take our wins, and we go on to the next thing, and we just keep on leaning, and we're gonna keep on leaning till we can't lean no more.
Thank you, Garrett.
And with that, I gotta go to bed because I gotta race.
Thank you, Garrett. We'll see you tomorrow at the Real Darlington. Tune in on FS1 at 6 p.m. The NASCAR Cup Series goes to Darlington Raceway. The Xfinity Series will resume action on Thursday at noon on FS1. I'm Landon Cassill, your host. With me in the booth here, David Schildhouse and Parker Kligerman. We have Joshua Mendoza, Liam Sheen, Chris Hannell, everybody on the Cassill Broadcast Motorsports Network Promotions, Blue Emu, Select Blinds, powered by Xfinity Internet. And to all, a good night.